hello there. If you're here, it's because I didn't quite get to your tarot reading on stream the other day, but we're here now and we can do it uninterrupted. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope it's worth the wait. Remember, you do have free will, so if you don't like your reading, you can change it. And yeah, your timestamps are in the description below. I'll see you there. And I hope you guys will come to my birthday stream tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, but I hope I see you guys there. Okay, alright, timestamps below. See ya. See ya, see ya. Okay. Allie! Hey, let's see. You said, I'm sorry. I'm back for another. Don't be sorry. I'm trying my best to move out by January with my partner. The whole process is really exciting, but scary since it will be my first time out of my parents' house. I'm nervous we will be declined when we apply for the apartments. Any guidance, please? Oh, absolutely. You know, I can give you personal guidance. You know, I've moved in with a partner before. If both of you have a no criminal record and a good credit score, you should be fine. You should be just fine. Just saying. Let's see what we got. What do we have for you in the future when it comes to moving in with your partner? Yeah, if you proof of income, proof that both of you work, right? Good credit score, no criminal background, you'll get approved fine. You know, I know making 3 times the rent is really difficult, but with 2 people, it should be you know, pretty okay. It depends. You know, I know the average person only makes like 2 to 3 grand a month. The average person. So, you know, how much is rent? That should be fine as long as both of you are making at least 2 grand. And rent, you know, I think like rent for like even a 1-bedroom these days is like at least 1,000. Depending on where you live, you'll be great. Like you'll be fine. So, all right. Let's see what we got. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right, these wanted to come out. These wanted to come out too, and I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna respect it. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oops, I had the deck upside down. Sorry. I did. Okay. I didn't intend that, so I'm not going to. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune represents fated events and things unfolding in your favor. We have the 6 of Wands. This means success, victory. We also have the Strength card, and this is confidence. After that is the Hangman. We have the 3 of Wands. There's the Travel, and there's the 5 of Swords. I don't know where you guys are moving to. I'll say this. Both of you are very excited. Both of you are doing the right moves, you know, doing the right moves. I see both of you are really fired up about it, you know, genuinely looking towards the future. Right now, I think, will you get there by January? It might be a little bit longer. Just because at the end here, we do have Temperance. That does mean patience, but it's gonna be worth the wait. But both of you are gonna be really stressed out because you're like, holy shit, it's January and we don't have anywhere. And, you know, it makes sense, right? Like, it's the holiday season. It's really hard to save money. You have to save the deposit and then like the security deposit, and then if you have pets, that's another 300, and then you need like at least 20 bucks for the rent, the rental insurance, and then you know, God forbid, you have to pay for parking. That's, what is that, like sometimes $100 a month? And so there's a lot to save in a short amount of time. And then, oh, not only that, but you know, usually when you apply, it costs like $50. And so it just seems like a lot of money to get in a short amount of time during the season of giving. You know what I mean? And so I just see a lot of stress, but I don't want you to stress because everything unfolds in your favor. Everything is happening for a reason. Just know there's going to be better opportunities that come to you, that are more affordable, that are nicer, that are cozier, safer. All of that is gonna come if you just give it time. Yeah, that's all I feel about it. Unless you found somewhere specific, honestly, I would kind of, if there are things that you're just saying to yourself, you know, I don't like that, but I'll be with my partner and, you know, that's good, I guess. I just want you to know that there really is something better. And so if you find something that just, it's in a bad neighborhood, it doesn't feel good, it's not pretty, it's not cute, you know, you can find something so much nicer, probably for less too. You know, the Four of Wands is a coming together, a celebration. We did it, you know, woohoo, cohabitation. Temperance, that does mean it takes time. But we have the Hierophant here, and this is feeling structured and safe and secure, you know. This is Taurus energy, comfort. It's also right with Venus energy, and Venus is all about like love and money, right? And so this is something that just feels better, and it's more affordable, it's easier, we can actually pay it every month. We do the Four of Cups, you know, this is dissatisfaction. I'm a little bit worried that one of you makes more than the other, and that might be a problem in the future. That's the only thing that I'm kind of concerned about. I would make sure that, I'll say this, Allie, I would read, and I'm telling you this as somebody who has broken, I'm not trying to say you'll break up, by the way. I'm not trying to say you'll break up. But as somebody who has broken up with somebody and was in a lease with them, I had to pay like $3 grand, 3.5 grand to pull out of the lease. And that was everything I had, you know? And so, you know, make sure that you have a backup plan, just in case. And I'm sure that your parents would advise you the same thing. Now, I want to pull on the energy of you and boyfriend when you move. How's that year gonna go? How's that year gonna go? Two of Wands. The higher, okay, that's good to see. And then the Death card. All right, so the Two of Wands tells me that there are two different ways it could go. Number one, both of you could feel very in love and at peace and structured and close. And then there's number two, and then there's the Death card, and this means a gigantic change. You know, Allie, if you've ever felt like you had to remain small or like remain the same or anything like that in order to, how do I explain, feel like you are secure in your relationship, that's going to be challenged. Now, that's not a bad thing, right? You know, a good relationship is going to love you no matter how much you change. In fact, they're going to root for you to change. They want you to grow and heal and evolve into your highest version. That's what a soulmate would do. And so this could be a good thing, right? Like, it doesn't feel negative, but it does feel transformative, which is often uncomfortable. Alrighty, Allie, I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Amythly Reyes. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for choosing me as your psychic and trust me with your reading. I do hope it's worth the wait. I apologize for taking a little bit of time. I just passed out yesterday. I was so tired, and I took the day off. But I appreciate you being patient. You know, not DMing me like, where are we? Thank you for understanding. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. So, you know, maybe you needed to hear it now. I'm applying to 3 master's programs. Do you think I will get into the one I really want to get into? Ooh, smarts. Ooh, I like that. I love that. I love that. Let's see what we have. Let me go down here. You know, that just makes me feel good. There's something about reading that gave off a really, really blessed and fortunate energy. I hope you're excited because there's this cheeriness in the air around that. Like I'm seeing like gold specks. I'm seeing like bright lights. It's interesting. I'm felt like there's a very uplifting energy from this. I just want to say that. Okay, let's see what we get. What do we have for Amythly? Are they going to get into the master's program that they want? What's the energy of that? Thank you, Spirit. King of... Yes! We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Yes. And the Queen of Wands. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Number one is because they trust your expertise. They trust that you've done your stuff. You're coming off professionally. We also have the King of Wands. You also bring this energy of like there's a uniqueness about you. Like you, not only are you excited and passionate and driven, but you're also very easy to work with. You understand work ethic, right? It's a yes. I mean, we got the Queen of Wands here as well, and the Queen of Wands is an energy of being unique and shining your light and being able to actually tend to your garden and not have to worry about anything else, right? Like she focuses on her passions. Look at her little kitty, right? Like she trusts her intuition to pull her and push her into her light, right? To shine brighter. It's so funny too, because I told you I was seeing like gold specks everywhere, and I was seeing like light. And here we go with two fire energies, but still we're still grounded. We still know how to handle this as an adult, right? As someone who's mature. We have your challenge being the Magician and the Hierophant card. So I don't know if you're into manifestation, but I'll tell you this, Amy. I will tell you this. I recently have gotten into Geoboro codes. Hold on. I don't remember the name, but I want to show you. I'm so silly. It's called Grabavoy codes. Let me read it to you. So it says how to use Grabavoy codes. They're also they're a sequence of numbers developed by the Russian mathematician and psychic Grigory Grabavoy, and they are intended to be used for healing and manifestation specific outcomes based on numerology and the belief in the mystical powers of numbers. And I don't have it with me here, but I made a petition where I wrote like one of these codes. I'm just telling you this. I don't, because you got the Magician card, right? It means manifestation. Like, hold on. This card right here, this means working your magic intentionally. This means knowing. This means manifesting. And so I'm just sharing with you what I did. It's okay if you're not into this, or you think this is like a bunch of spiritual mumbo jumbo. But if I were you, I would look for, where is it? Business, financial, debt, successful contract, increase revenue, expansion, market, overcoming. There's one specifically for getting a new job. And here we go, get a job fast. And so, obviously it's getting a practice, getting assigned to something. So maybe look this up, 218-4945-17601. Oh my gosh, I used this one last night. And somebody sent me $1,000. It was one of my fans, and he's really sweet. I did like a big thank you too. I cried after stream too, but I did this right before stream just for fun. I just wanted to see what would happen, and that happened. And so maybe look into that. I just wanted to share that. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff. The Hierophant here tells me you do have a more practical approach. Maybe, I'm sure you're very learned. That's not to say that you aren't spiritual. I know that you are. Like, you wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. But maybe you're more of an evidence-based person, and that's all right. If you're not into Grabavoy codes, you don't have to be. But just, maybe look into any kind of manifestation that activates your reticular activating system. And I think that it would work really well for you. Your advice card is the 9 of Pentacles. And the fucking 8 of Wands, bro. You are making quick change towards you feeling more independent and structured and safe. This is you I said this earlier. This is being able to focus on yourself and what you intend and enjoy, and not needing to rely on anyone. So, in my opinion, yes, absolutely. And if that's not the case, right? Like, if it doesn't go down that way, with all that energy, know that you're gonna go to the best place for you. Whatever happens, you're definitely in alignment with something that is best for you. So know that. Thank you very, very, very much. I wish you the best with everything you're endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you, Amythly. Manari, hi! I'm sorry I didn't get to you the other day. I know that you were staying up just to watch. It means a lot to me, but we're here now. Everything happens for a reason, so maybe we needed to hear it now and not the other day. But, you know, that could just be me coping. I'm really sorry. Whatever the case is, I'm still sorry for the wait. The situation between me and my girlfriend is ... I'm not sure how to explain it. Oh, I see why. You've been anxious. I'm so sorry I made you wait this long. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I do not know how I should be approaching the relationship going forward. My readings tell me I'm doing the right thing, but I am feeling lost. If you're operating from a place of love, of kindness, of growth, but still at the same time, right, like putting your own energy at the forefront, right? Never ever let anyone steal your light. Never let anyone dim you down. Never let someone drag you down either. And if you feel like that's the case, then just remember everybody has free will. And so if you're doing everything you can and your partner isn't, you can't save them. No one can save another, right? Like you can throw all the financial support, you can do all their dishes, you can text them good morning every single day, but they have to choose to want to be better. And if that's just not happening, then it's all right if you need to take a step back. I just want you to know that. Yeah, I just want you to know that. I'm really sorry if that's the case. Let's see what we got. This is you. Yeah, I see you. If you haven't emotionally pulled out, I mean, if you haven't physically pulled out, I can tell that you have emotionally tapped out. You know, and this is a survival thing too, by the way. This is out of just sheer, I cannot operate as a functional human adult if I do not protect myself even subconsciously. And so don't feel bad, you know. I don't think this is anything that you can control, because the 6 of Wands specifically does mean a necessary transition. And so don't feel bad. You know, we have the focus being the 10 of Swords. This is letting something go, letting something die, letting something pass. We also have the Ace of Wands in the future. This actually does mean opportunity. And so, you know, you may find that the more that you reel back, the more that they push forward. That can be an unhealthy cycle. We can clarify this Ace of Wands later. The challenge is the 3 of Pentacles working together. I'm not surprised to see that. This means reciprocity. This is 2 people who put in the same amount of time, effort, energy, love, understanding, warmth. There's an energetic match here. It doesn't have to be the same, like I said, it doesn't have to be the same amount of money, but both of you have to be feeling fulfilled in the relationship. And I don't think that's the case right now. We have your advice card being the 9 of Swords, and it's right next to this 10 of Swords. We always look at everything together, and I'm starting to see what this is. You know what, Manari? I think that you're gonna have a moment where you just get really irritated. As I said, this can sometimes mean a spark of motivation, but really, with all these kind of negative cards, especially all these air cards that are in negative energies, this is a spark. This is a irritation. This is like the final straw. It even looks like the final straw. And so I don't want, you know, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not trying to say that you can't work on this, but the 9 of Swords is here, and this is being absolutely horrified of the future and replaying the past and having a difficult time sleeping. You know, I think our partner just isn't, our partner is terrorizing us emotionally, and because you've tapped out here and there, I think that you made peace with it even for a while, and like even even tried to let it go, like this is just how it is. But it's gonna reignite in the future, and so I'm a little bit worried about that. We can see what's incoming. Oh my goodness. I just had somebody get something from my throne, sorry. We have the Death card, and the Death card represents transformation and rebirth. We also have the Seven of Cups as well. We have the Five of Cups. So the transformation, rebirth, this is all clarifying this Ace of Wands. So once again, there's a big change. There's a big release happening, and it's emotional. And the Seven of Cups is here. I think I'm a little bit nervous. I think this happens when both of you talk, where it's almost like we just can't get to the root of the problem because we're so busy pointing fingers. The Five of Cups represents sadness, loneliness, heartache. I really want you to, when I do this for you, it's because I want you to heal, but for some reason you won't match me in that kind of energy, because sometimes I'm sad too, and I need to be held, and they can't. They're like, well, I'm going through this and I'm going through that, and they're not listening to what you need. And if I'm honest, I think it's not. I think that this is a situation that's bringing out the worst in both of you, despite us trying our best. And so I want, this is a really wonderful thing too, because your cards are telling you you're doing everything right, but it's still like, what a beautiful, and I'm trying to say this, like, you're a very mature person to be able to reflect. And when you're in the midst of something so negative, you still choose, even though you're very tempted, to be a good person. And so I would trust your cards. I would, because I feel that way, right? Like you. And by the way, anytime you feel anger, frustration, or irritation, that's your spirit telling you, I deserve better. I deserve better. And that's okay. All right, let's see if we have, let's see a little bit more. What can we do, Spirit, to heal this relationship? Ooh, have a serious discussion where both of us are mature and we consistently show up for each other and understand that we're independent people that require independent needs. And we need to be able to trust that, yeah, that's what it is. It's codependency. Spirit's telling you that both of you need to make a plan on how to heal from codependency. Look it up. There's all kinds of stuff on this. And I think it would do both of you so much good. It takes time, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, alrighty. I really do hope that helped you. I'm sorry, I know it was a little heavy of a message, but I do my best to be honest and straightforward. It's gonna be okay. You can heal from codependency. You have to want to. Your challenge was the Three of Pentacles, and this is working together. We never get a challenge unless we can overcome it. So that's definitely something that we can do. And I trust that the cards told us the truth today, and I hope you do too. So thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember, you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you. Later. Animu! Hey, it's good to see you. You said, hey Ron, it's been quite a while. Yeah! I hope you've been well. Can I get a general reading? There's two things going on right now, so I can't really decide which one to ask. Yes! We can see what the cards have to say. Thank you for trusting me. As I always say, I hope it's worth the wait. I hope that you enjoy it. And what do we got coming in for you? What do we got for Animu? What do you want Animu to know, Spirit? Okay. Let me turn this light on. I think it'll help us see a little bit. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We also have the Seven of Cups, the challenge. Ooh, interesting. This is at the bottom too. So we have the challenge being the Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. And we always read things together when they come out in doubles. And so this means that we're stopping ourselves from trying new things or new people or new passions, right? The Page of Cups, anything about the cups it can be about relationships, emotion. So passion and love and stuff like that. It can also mean mysticism and intuition. And so there's something about our emotions that we are denying. And to me, it feels very whimsy. There's kind of this whimsy feeling that I think that we're almost feeling like it's not safe to do. I wonder if you're having a hard time feeling emotionally balanced when you're around a bunch of people. Almost like it feels like your energy is being split all over the place. I don't know about you, but whenever I am with my family in particular, I do kind of struggle with acting and behaving. I don't want to say authentically, because I'm being authentic, right? Like, I'm being honest, I'm being straightforward, but my energy just shifts so much in front of them individually that when I'm with them together, it's just so hard. It's really hard to kind of take such a energetic blow like that from all of those eyes and all of those ears around me. Like, genuinely, it feels like a bunch of sources are just taking from me. And I don't know if you feel that way, but I do want you to know that the Four of Pentacles is here. You may find yourself wanting to be on your own, be on your lonesome, but at the same time, like, you do genuinely wish to have a nice and happy and joyous occasion, because the Four of Wands is here, and the Four of Wands represents a coming together. You know, the holidays are coming up, so maybe you're looking for something happy to celebrate. Maybe you're looking for a nice Christmas dinner, or maybe you're looking forward to a good New Year's party, whatever the case may be. I wonder if we have any kind of like past perspectives on how it's gonna go down, that we're like, oh, well, that's gonna happen again. But you know, I have these Seven of Cups coming in, and once again, it's like, it feels like our energy is just like split in so many different directions in the future. And it all has to do with like the community or the people around us. But you know, Spirit's telling you that you're different now. And I say this because the King of Cups is here, and sometimes the Four of Pentacles can mean holding a grudge. So the King of Cups represents being emotionally stable. This is somebody who knows how to have like energetic and emotional boundaries. This is something I need to learn how to do. And they know how to protect themselves, and they know what they can and can't handle. And so it's funny because I was like, our energy is being split up in all these places, but look at this one ray of light. They have one intention, one focus, and it's right on their heart chakra, and also right here too. So they know how to open up, and they know when to shed light on something, and they feel comfortable, safe, and at peace doing it. They do. And I feel like this is something that we've evolved into. I feel that this is something that we should know about ourselves by now, but maybe it's hard. Or maybe like we just don't have the energy, we don't have the resources, and we're a little bit nervous about being able to, and it can be it can even be money. Do I have the money resources for this? But there's something about just showing up and just being there and being present is a gift unto itself. And it's a gift that keeps giving too, because notice how there's two cups here. It's like you have a cup full and then you have a cup to give. And so it's like you took this cup, but you're giving this cup. And so if there's anything that you're invited to, excuse me, anything you're invited to, or anything that you are looking forward to and you're just like nervous, I'm not gonna have the energy or the time or the money, anything like that, Spirit is telling you, open up your whimsy, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and don't be distracted by the little things. little things, because that's what's kind of splitting us up so drastically. We have to have more trust in who we are, and yeah, genuinely. So I don't know if that's the message that you wanted, but that's the message that I got. Yeah, I want to see what star energy we're working with. What star energy are we working with? All right, we got Piscean energy. We also have some Saturn in the second house. So the second house is, once again, money, value, the material, our finances. We have Saturn. This is karma. This can also mean limitation. And then we also have Pisces energy. So it's like, do I have the resources necessary in order to give, like, feel like I've given enough? Like, that's what it feels like to me, because Saturn, as I said, is limitation. So that's what I think. If that's the case, once again, just come, just go, enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to be forever. There's also this energy of, like, you're an adult now. If you want to leave, you can. Like, you don't have to stay the whole time. You just be like, well, I got stuff to do. Later. Or like, I had a great time, but I'm tired. See you later. Love you. You know, it can be anything like that. Or if you show up in a way that you're comfortable with, like maybe you call, or there's just something like that I'm sensing because of that celebration card and that 7 of Cups. So yeah, if that did not hit the mark at all, because I know that was super specific, let me know. I can reinterpret it for you, but that's how I read it personally. Alrighty, thank you so much, Animu. Good luck with everything that you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi, Broterto. I'm not sure if you wanted a reading. You said happy birthday, Ron. This is my first time seeing your stream. You're great. Well, I guess we could like look at your message. Maybe you sent something. But if that's not the case, we can see what tarot. Oops, not my PayPal account. Send a private message. Yeah. No, you didn't send anything. That's okay. We can let the tarot see what you need to know right now. Thank you very much for trusting me with your reading. I hope that it is a good experience, and let me know what you think. So this is your first time. What does Broterto need to know right now? Broterto. Excuse me. Broterto. How could I make such a big mistake? All right. One more. 2 more. Sorry, I know. They're like, welcome to Round Queen of Cups stream, the stream where we just shuffle. Alright, we got the 7 of Swords. We also have, ooh, the Sun! There is an old belief system, an old way of thinking. There is something that you know has been taken from you for a long time now, that you are shedding light on. So this has to do with the lies you've been told. This is the illusions you've been sold. This is the self-deprecating humor that you say to yourself that you know is hurting you mentally. This is the acts that you do that just harm your body. Like, for example, every time I smoke, I cough, or like every time I drink, I just feel so sick. There's a revelation coming because the sun is here, and the sun means happiness, joy, success. And so I want you to know there's a return, not only a return to innocence, but a return to your true self coming in. I know this sounds really intense, and it is a little bit. It feels really freeing. I don't know, Broterto, if you are into like I don't know, like, I don't know why, but maybe you're straight edge, but I was just kind of like thinking, it reminds me of like we're having fun and we smoke something that is green, a little lettuce, and that's what it reminds me of. And while like we do a little bit too much, and when we're in that state, we have this realization that, whoa, I should not be doing that anymore. Like there's this like big epiphany moment where you're like, why am I here? It's like you're surrounded by all these people that bring you down. Have you ever heard of birds of a feather flock together? Like this is the energy coming in because there's a liberation happening. And I say this because the Nine of Cups is here. And this is about standing strong on your own, right? The Nine of Cups is I bring my own fulfillment. I'm the one who saves myself. I'm the hero of my story. You know, that's the Nine of Cups. She's surrounded by her trophies, and so I like see this moment coming in. It's okay, like if you're like I don't do that. No, just kidding. Like wait a minute, that kind of looks like something. I'm just joking. I'm joking. The Nine of Wands is here. This can mean that we, you know, it's in the challenge position, so we could struggle with not doing things that we know are meant for us. You know, the Nine of Wands is about inspiration. And so you may be struggling actually like listening to yourself. And it's because people are just telling you like, no, you shouldn't do that, or no, you can't do that, or, oh, you know, you can't do that. That's not how it works. You know, that's the energy. It could be your friends. It could be your family, like your dad or something like that. Now we have your advice card being the Empress card. You can have your cake and eat it too. So, for example, maybe you want to be like a YouTuber and you're like, everybody and their brother wants to be a YouTuber, but there's no shortage of entertainment, right? Like there's something you can give to if you have something to sell, there are people who want to buy. Like that's the energy. And you know, unless you're like selling something. No, then again, like there's like girls selling bathwater, so you know, that's the energy. We also have the Strength card coming in. Be confident, be independent, stand up for yourself. It can work for you. It can. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I know that's so weird to say. And I'm sorry that I brought up smoking, but that's what it reminded me of. Which I'll just admit it, you know, who hasn't? It's legal now. I don't do it regularly because I don't have that kind of money, but also I actually don't do substances. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. And I think that's important for my practice personally. Like, if I have to rely on a substance to be a spiritual person, then to me personally, that's like holding me back. I should be a teacher. So, but anyways, when I was young, my little brother, he had this giant ball. And I was trying to be cool because, you know, I'm his older sister, and I'm just like, oh yeah, let me take that. And I had this huge like journey, and I saw like my mother's soul. And ever since then, I've been like a lot softer and kinder to my mother. But you know, but so it's something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's very strange. Look at that, the Four Swords: rest, retreat, renewal. There's also the Page of Cups, pouring into new things, as well as the Five of Swords. Yeah, the brainworms are still gonna get you, but it's something that we're working on. There's a little guy in your head that tells you can't do it, or that it's too scary, or it's not worth the effort, or they probably hate you, or you know, don't talk to her, she thinks you're scary. You know, it's that kind of stuff that I see running into, but intentionally healing. So, anyways, that's what I got for you. I hope that you like that. Thank you. Sorry if it was just to bring up what I did. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Hi, Pancake. How are you? Thank you so much for getting a reading from me. Thank you for your patience. I hope it's worth the wait. I hope you like it. I really do. And I'm sorry that I took an extra day. I was just so sleepy. I was so sleepy, so I took the day to rest. And yeah, you said, may I get a reading of love? I'm a bit confused if I should still talk to her. Thank you. Yeah, we can see. Let's put some, let's match that energy with some colors. I want to see, we'll do a classic relationship spread, any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. I'm gonna pull for you on the left, her on the right, the energy in between, and the challenge and the advice. And then I can also pull on what her energy feels like right now, just in general. Just so you know, whenever we are pulling for a relationship, their guides are only gonna let us see as much as we are allowed to, and at least I believe that. So, you know, we're not gonna be able to pry too much, but I can tell you a little bit about how she's feeling. So we have your energy coming up as the Knight of Cups, putting in all of the love energy. The energy in between is the Ten of Wands, and they're coming up as the Fool. Should you still talk to them? I'll be honest, I think that they're moving on. I don't like to see that. You know, I want to be straightforward with you. I want to be honest. The Ten of Wands, it means stress, too much on our plates, a lot on our mind, worry, right? And then we have the Fool card, and this means going in a new direction. You know, even when we do the spread, we look to see how the player, like where the players are facing. Notice how it wasn't like this. You know, notice how we're facing away from each other. I know that's not something that we want to hear. You know, better luck next time. Every rejection's protection brings you closer to, you know, your wife. Every time someone says no, you're like, thank you. I'm gonna find my wife next. Get me closer, get me closer to the right one. And so that's kind of how it feels like to me, if I'm honest. Oops, my headset died. Your challenge is the Queen of Cups, and this is to bring yourself peace. And this is, you know, Spirit's actually telling me this is what you want to attract. Notice how we have the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who has a lot of love to give. This is somebody who is very passionate and wholehearted, who loves romance and connection and fulfillment, like soul fulfillment. You know, this is someone who has a deep feelings for people in their lives. And so why do we want somebody who's not interested in us in the first place when there's a Queen of Cups that can match this? Not only does she match it, but she heals you. You know, she calms you down a little bit. The Knight of Cups is someone who's giving. And the Queen of Cups can help kind of simmer down that fire so we can learn how to receive too. And I actually really, you know, a lot of times, I mean this, by the way. I'm not just saying this to be nice to you. I really do think that this energy is coming in towards you. You know, this is someone who can match you with ease. This is someone who's confident in the way that they love. You know, they're not going to make you second guess their feelings. They're very clear, and it's obvious in their actions, but even more obvious in their emotions. So that's what I feel. That's what I feel in this. We have the advice. Did you know I don't intentionally shuffle reversals? Did you know I rarely get reverse cards? Your advice for this relationship is to go the other direction because it's not in alignment with your highest path. This is a Chariot. This means you're on a path to success. This is the Chariot in reverse. This means that this is not the road you're meant to go down. That is so weird. I always respect it when it comes out, but I'm shocked because I'm pretty sure I flipped all the cards over. So look at that. The High Priestess, trust your intuition. We've got the Five of Swords, trust your intuition over your brain right now. I know it doesn't make sense. And also, look at that. Become the King of Cups so that you can have this. I really like this. So that's what I see. I hope that you enjoyed that. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring. Remember that you're never alone and you are loved. And good luck with this pancake. I know probably wasn't the reading you were looking for, but you know, maybe you already felt that way. And look, oh my god, the Lovers was at the bottom. I told you. Look out for a water sign. Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Because there's some magic in that sauce. And if they're not Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their major 3, definitely in their Venus. Okay. Thank you so much, Pancake. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring. Remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi there, Nikky. Thank you so much for getting a reading from me. Thank you for your patience. I know I still need to get to your spirit reading too. Thank you for being so patient. You said, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Can I have a general reading? Maybe with a splash of love. Yes. And my birthday's actually tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow, and everyone's been really nice to me. So let's see what we got coming in general for you, and we'll also see. I want to roll this for you too. I like these. Let's roll these. Ooh, the moon. The moon means mystery, but it also means our emotions, it's our habits, it can mean cycles, right? Our mood, our instincts, our intuition. We also have the 9th house, and the 9th house means spirituality, philosophy, expansion, and higher education. And then we have Scorpio energy, which is very intense. And so what it says to me is that you are feeling very intuitively and emotionally pulled in a certain frequency at this moment. When I say frequency, you may find yourself feeling more passionate. You may find yourself feeling more receptive, like you're picking up on other people's energies. You also may, I don't know if you've been having crazy dreams, but all of this is dream energy, especially the moon in the 9th house. And what am I saying? As well as Scorpio energy, you know, Scorpios are very connected to their emotions because of their water energy. They're also extraordinarily transformative, and so just know your spiritual belief system may change drastically soon, and the way that you operate in your relationships may also really make a big shift. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of being in the understanding that if we want to have a soul partner, right? Like someone for our highest good, someone we know that we were meant to be with, we have to be in the energy to match them. And I see us shifting in that direction now, which is really nice. I don't know, I just feel that energy where we're attracting more intense relationships, just more intense things in general. Okay, we have you. Into reading, but anyway, I'm just kidding. The 2 of Cups means a coming together. It also means 2 people in alignment, and it means relationships. It means deep love. It means commitment. It means 2 people opening their hearts up to one another. So this is your energy. You are matching the energy. You are calling in the energy of deep love at this moment. And so you're gonna, you know, gosh, you're gonna get it. Well, we have the Hierophant coming in, and the Hierophant represents staying course. It also means routine. It also means you focusing more on love and passion. I want you to know this, Nikky. When we start to be more intentional about, you know, quote, our frequency, our energy, our vibration, what we're in alignment with, we're going to, especially when we're in that 9th house energy, trying to get towards something we're fated to experience, a lot of fear is going to come up. A lot of negativity will surface. And I don't want that to scare you, because this is actually a sign that we're doing something right. You know, the devil is all smoke and mirrors. I mean, it can be ambition. It is Capricorn energy and Saturn energy, right? But the good news about Saturn energy, which if you look at Saturn right there, Saturn always rewards us for overcoming it. And so I don't want you to be scared because you can handle this. Someone might come that isn't meant for you, and we have to be very aware of the red flags. Maybe if you've had like a bad relationship with food or with any kind of addiction, right? I say food because I have like a crazy sugar addiction, and I literally just ate mochi. But anyways, anything like that, any kind of pattern that you have struggled to come out of, but you know you need to kick, is going to really kick you. It's gonna kick you back. And the good news is I see you transforming it. Like I see you genuinely winning. Look at that. Your challenge is letting it go, letting it die, saying goodbye for good. And your advice card is the Empress. This is being in your goddess energy. This is being in your energy where you're attracting everything you want. You know, I recently did, literally yesterday I did a sweetening spell on myself, and you might want to look into that. I don't know if you're into spell work. If you are, look into sweetening spells, because it has been working magic on me. You know, I did it yesterday, and like, just I've been feeling better. My skin looks better. I just feel nice, and I don't know, I just feel like recommending that to you. I just feel like recommending it to you. Well, the Empress also means that we're attracting love, we're attracting growth, abundance, and prosperity. To me, this is the embodiment of your highest self, and I do want you to know and understand that being this, becoming her, the version of you that you've always wanted to be, doing the hard work to make the change and to transform, but stay the focus and trust your instincts. Let go what you know needs to be released. Oh my goodness, you're so much closer than you think, than you even realize. And so that's all. That's all Spirit wanted you to know. I hope that you like that, Nikki. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Thank you, Nikki. Bye-bye.